Let's talk hot takes on fashion.
Is this camera on me?
I hope so.
And I got a special guest this week. Got my boy Saeed, fashion mogul, brand owner, SayMashallah. I say it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You did.
And we got a lot of special things planned for this episode. We're going to talk fashion and influence. We're going to talk
fast fashion. We're going to talk what's hot now. And we're going to talk a little bit of
sneakers later. So let's get right into it. People draw influence from weird places all the time. Some people just like to look back. Like I always say that, like, in fashion, nothing is new.
You're right.
People look back at the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. Some people even look back at like that crazy era with like the 2010s where everybody's wearing skinny jeans. Yeah. And then like, so like, what would you say your favorite era?
Jeans. I think my favorite era was, it's crazy, late 1980s, early 90s, drug dealer fashion.
Drugs? In the Ronald McDonald?
Drug dealer fashion.
Drug dealer fashion.
What kind of drug dealer?
Like, not even just gangster fashion, really. Like, I just like that whole idea of, you know, Pac and Juice.
Yeah.
How we had that.
West Coast.
Not just West Coast, like in Juice, like in the like New York style.
Yeah, New York style. Okay.
Like particularly New York, I just like that style a lot. It was just like everything was simple. You never know who was like. You knew who was like the OG. You knew who was like really doing big things. Kind of like Cameron and Paid in Full.
Okay.
It was really just like that. I even think like LL Cool J was ahead of his time, bro.
And then like J had that drip on him.
He had that drip, bro. And then even the Fresh Prince, Will Smith, and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like he was always dripping, bro. So I think like really my inspiration, my favorite part of fashion ever, 1980s, 90s when it comes to like streetwear.
See, I'm right on the same time with you.
Yeah, but but when it comes to like high luxury fashion, I think like the 1930s, 1940s.
30s.
Yeah,
clean cut.
When it was exactly clean cut, when it was like Cristobal Balenciaga doing like that like pure couture like style, like making things just like purely just for one particular person. I just love that style. That it's just inspirational in my opinion.
That's really cool. I'm right on the same time. Like I think my favorite thing about fashion, especially like the 80s, was how colorful it was.
Yeah.
It's like I actually had watched something. I think I watched a TikTok like a few weeks ago. It was like we're losing color.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like in like art and like design and like everything is going from like how like you see this chair or like the wall and everything is like it's real vibrant and everything is going to like a more minimalistic thing. Like, do you have like a side of that you're more in favor of?
Honestly, I think I like a lot of colorful things, but the only problem is for me is like I don't have that many colorful sneakers, so I can't always like be rocking like something minimalist. Like I have to rock something minimalistic to match my sneakers because that's my go-to. But I think for the most part, I really do like color. I think we need to bring back color.
Okay, what show you think had the best fashion, period?
Best fashion, period? I really think Will Smith and the Fresh Prince. Yeah, just because like his style was always colorful.
He was ahead of it too.
Sneakers, he really was ahead of it. Yeah, I think the one like outfit that had me thinking like, could I pull that off was the crop top he had.
The crop top?
Yeah, I'm thinking like
I'll be debating on if I could get into it. Nah. And then I'll be looking at my rolls and shit and I'll be like
same here. I'm just like I eat way too good to be rocking the crop top.
I love eating, you feel me? But it's like, you know, someday.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Will and them. But it's like
what about you though?
Best show. Like the 90s had mad gems, honestly. Like I'm gonna say like this is an underrated one. Full House.
Okay.
Full House. Like I don't know. I really like
Jesse.
Like is it Full House or is it Home Improvement? Like that whole era, that style of show where it's like the white kids or the white dad will always have like on a nice flannel, some simple jeans, and it was like they just brought it together. I like the shape of their outfits. Not necessarily them. They ain't had no swag behind it. Yeah. But it's like when like you know us when we do that shit, then it's like a fit. We dress it up a little bit. I would like take like that era, like low key, that's like how I used to dress as a kid, and then just reinvent like that type of style. I like that. I say like Full House, Home Improvement, underrated. That won't be the best though. The best will probably be like Martin or like Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah, Martin had them kicks for days.
And it's not even just Martin. The whole show, everybody had color. Jamie Foxx show, like honestly, the era of 90s, late 80s, World. Like everybody, them shows, they all had drip. Yeah. Like they designers. I don't know what happened between like the 90s and now. Like the Disney Channel era of fashion was crazy. Designers just said,
it became washed up nowadays. Like it's just like I don't know. I feel like nowadays fashion in TV and media and just in general is there's too much of it. Like there's too many like different styles going on. Because back then, like you can tell like what the style
What
was.
the style of that era was.
Nowadays, you got everyone dressing up like Wednesday Addams, or someone dressed up like ASAP Rocky, or someone dressed up like with the pajama pants. All of them in the same friend group, so no one like everyone has their own individuality, which is cool. But there's no like I can't pinpoint what 2022 style it really is.
You said everything, everywhere, all at once. You seen that movie? Honestly, that might be the episode topic, but nah.
That with the whole metaverse and time
that was a trippy ass movie, but that's
yeah.
kind of how I be looking at like the fashion sense of the 2020s right now. Crazy to say that we're in a whole new decade. Like this is the going into the third year of the decade.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's like one thing about this era of fashion, you got people dressing like 90s grunge. You got early 2000s fashion going on once. You got people still stuck in the skinny jean era. We got people going super baggy, super gothic, super gaudy. Like we got everything right now. And I think largely that's a part of like fast fashion culture, like trends and shit like that. Trends are going up and dying too quick.
Like 2 weeks in and a new trend is already out.
So let me ask you this question. Do you think fast fashion is a bad thing?
Yeah.
You think it's a bad thing? Why?
For the most part, I think for like the environment, it's terrible. But even then, it's kind of like, it's also kind of a money grab, because with fast fashion, you're getting like poorly made clothes with no real.
I'm glad you said that.
Like design behind it, just no inspiration. Just like, it's just something that's just there, just like for someone to take your money.
Facts.
And that's really it. Like for the most part, you're killing like some 8-year-old kid out in third world countries, but just for you to have like a $20 pair of jeans.
It's not equitable. It's not sustainable either, because it's like people buy all these new fits, new pieces, and then the next year they throw them out once the trend is gone.
Exactly.
Not even next year, a few months, and then like they don't even.
And they'll be looking back like, oh, I really wore this.
I wore this. It's like, it's crazy that you said like the quality of the garments is bad. I saw a tweet. I keep seeing tweets, but I saw a tweet yesterday that said, hot take, Gen Z does not know what quality garments look or feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You agree with that?
Yeah. I didn't even honestly know what quality garments really looked like until I started like really looking into it. And now I can really tell like the difference between a $3 white t-shirt versus a $600 white t-shirt. Like
most people cannot. Most people can't. And I think also part of that, like this generation does not have department stores anymore. Like I remember when I was a kid growing up, like even if you wasn't conscious of it, like you would go to the store with your folks or whatever, like your cousin, your parents, whatever. And it's like you would just go and be able to touch stuff in the store.
Yeah.
You'd be at Macy's, Sears, JCPenney's, like whatever. Like storefront, brick and mortar shops, the shit is gone. Everything is now online and digital, which is cool for accessibility, but it's like you can't even try shit on now. People don't even know what their size is. I buy a pair of jeans and them shits is too damn long. It's like, but also it's like, when you had them stores that you could go in, you could go and feel the fabric. You could go and see how it feels. You can see how it's sewn. You can pay attention to them little bit of details. With like fast fashion and shit like that, Gen Z ain't going to never really know. And people just marking up everything, but they don't know where it was sourced, where it came from. But it's like, that's why we got guys like Saeed here. So he's a brand owner. Yeah. He knows the shit from end to end. So he can tell you what a good quality garment is on. You see this hoodie he got on? The best quality hoodie I have ever worn in my life. I'm not gonna lie. That John, tell me about the hood. Tell them about the hoodie, because that John thick. Pause.
Yo, so when you were speaking about garments, right? I was really trying to like figure out, like that's how I that's how I was able to tell the difference between white shirts and what is quality, what is low quality, what is high quality. Why does Louis Vuitton sell a T-shirt for $1,200 versus like any other brand that sells it for $20, right? And I looked into like fabric manipulation, the process of cotton, what exactly is like high quality cotton, what is polyester, what is French terry cotton,
blend.
Yeah. So for me, what I did was I wanted to make sure that everything was, because I have a very, very like my conscience, like if I do something that I feel like is gonna jeopardize someone's life, it just eats me away, right? So I wanted to make sure that everything that I got was not gonna affect anybody.
What do you think is the best Jordan silhouette ever? Period. So it's, how many is it now? It's like 20. No, it's 30. Is it in the 30s?
I think 36, 34. I don't know. It's like in the 30s. Yeah.
I don't wear nothing after 15.
I wear nothing after 11, to be honest.
I got a pair of 14s. I'm gonna show you.
I'd say less.
Those shits is beat up. But what would you say is the best silhouette?
Honestly, I'm gonna say the 2012 Concords. Jordan 11.
2012 Concords.
Yeah, when
Not
the
OG?
Jordan 11 Concords.
Okay.
Yeah, just because like that time, that was just the dangerous time.
It was a very dangerous time. That was peak sneaker culture. Honestly, I couldn't afford J's back then.
Yeah,
I think
same.
2012. Look, I ain't buy my first pair of retros until like I want to say like my sophomore year in high school. I think the first pair of retros I ever bought was the Laney 5s.
Oh, okay.
Laney 5s. And then ever since then, it's been an addiction, low key.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Like I got too many pairs of sneakers now. Honestly, I want to give them away. I want to do it. I'll talk about that. But you said the 2012 Concord 11s.
Yeah.
I would say, and that's your favorite. So you say 11s is the best period as well?
I think no.
Just that one specifically.
The one that you don't like is the Jordan 1s, man.
No, I'm gonna take that comment back. I won't say that I don't like them. They just overrated.
Okay.
I'll say that now. Like one thing about me, I don't be liking to wear sneakers that a lot
Yeah.
of people. I don't like to wear anything that a lot of people have low key because I just like my fashion gotta be a little bit different. And like I might wear some stuff that looks like people, but it's like the way I wear it is different. You feel me? So it's like once the 2020 came around and everybody started wearing ones and dunks, and it's like I done had dunks like forever now. It's like 10 plus years, and now they marking them up. It's like I seen a pair of dunks I bought for $80. Them just going for like $500
Yeah,
now.
that's wild to me, especially like the Panda Dunks. Like,
Panda Dunk's the most basic shoe I ever seen in my life.
but they go with any.
They go with anything.
That's why I'm not mad at them. But it's just like they're just.
And people be wearing them like, I'm a sneakerhead now. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, that's how I felt about the Jordans, because like everybody was just now like hyping up ones and shit. And I'm like, you couldn't go into the. I remember like in high school, middle school, you could go into any store and Jordan ones would be sitting on the shelf. This last thing we got for this episode, I'm gonna let you do this part. Saeed got a mystery box from Heat, so I'm gonna let him talk me through this. We're gonna open it up, and we're gonna get these reactions live. We're gonna have to pull it up though. Yep. Pull it up.
Right here, we got the Heat.
You got the Heat. It come in a Heat box.
Yeah, so I saw this on IG, right? Mm-hmm. So they do like luxury mystery boxes. This was the contemporary box. I paid $450 for it.
$450.
Right, and it was said to have the items inside should cost anywhere between $750 to $1,100 plus. And so I just wanted to like bring this to you.
You gonna let me open it?
Yes, sir. That's all you right there, man.
Do I know how to open it?
Yeah, just open the flap right there.
We got come with the card too. Shout out to Heat. That's me. Got in this box. It ain't just sneakers. It look like. What else in here? All right,
Let's find out.
All right, we got some drip. What else?
What is that?
Vetements.
Oh, that's Vetements. That's Demna that's the creative director from Balenciaga's brand.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a collab with Umbro. I know they made like t-shirts and.
I heard of Umbro. I ain't never heard of what's the name though.
Vetements.
I've seen it, but
they're mad controversial. Yo, have you ever looked into the stuff that they've been doing, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like Demna with Balenciaga, he's been doing mad controversial things before
this whole scandal.
Before this whole scandal, bro. Like he'd been canceled before.
He been canceled before. Craig Green got a little.
That's a crit. Oh, it's tough.
It's tough. I don't know who these people is though. So you put me on game right now. Who Greg Green?
Craig Green. He's a UK fashion designer.
See?
He's not that well known, but I know he's been getting a lot of acknowledgement and awards. Dang, but yeah.
I'm exposing myself right now.
Yeah, man, we're learning as we go, you know.
Is this the last thing?
So there should be like 2 to 3 items. So yeah, this should be the last one.
Last one.
What's that?
We got some Raph.
Some Raph Simmons.
Got some Raph up in here.
And Raph Simmons. Raph Simmons has had the game on lock for the longest.
This is 2 bags or it's one. This is it's like a crossbody bag. This is tough. Ye camped. Stop all of us. There we go. Let's see if I can get that in the frame. That's tough. Bam. And that's the mystery box. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. You had me a little bit confused when you said mystery box. And I saw the box. I'm like, ain't no way you fit all these sneakers in there. I'm like, but that's why it's a mystery, huh?
I was hoping for so my favorite sneakers right now, I don't know if you heard of them, but they're like the Balmain unicorns.
Balmain unicorns.
Yeah.
What they look like?
They legit look like unicorns. If we're being honest, like if you
Are they them big bulky ones?
yeah, pretty much they're bulky. They got like I think like a lion at the front. But yeah, those are my favorite things. I'm trying my best to like save up and cop a pair.
How much are they going for?
They're going for like 1,000. Yeah, man. But that and the Lanvins. The Lanvins.
You see, you talking language I don't talk.
Yeah, like, it's like once I like started like studying fashion and like trying to get into it, I've been slowly like begin to appreciate like the work behind it. But yeah, so what do you think? Is that heat or not heat?
I mean, this is tough. I just ain't never seen them, so I don't know if it's heat.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's heat.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's heat.
You said it, not me, brother.
Yeah.
The box say heat, so I'm gonna trust them that it's heat. You said it's $1,000 resale value, so get your money back.
But yeah.
But I've never seen that.
Yeah, bro, I didn't see it until I saw it on IG, and I'm just thinking like, oh, man, okay, let me look at their
And it's clothes and sneakers, or it's just clothes?
Clothes, sneakers, glasses, accessories. But I saw like a lot of people on TikTok, YouTube doing it, so I just thought like,
I might get me one. We gotta do a part 2.
You might as well, man.
Might have to. But hey, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here.
Brought the box here. SayMashallah. Y'all shout them out. I'm gonna shout them out. Follow them on Instagram. What else you on?
I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and that's really about it, honestly.
And we growing.
Twitter, you'll never see me tweet anymore. I just left that alone. Like,
don't be canceled, man. But hey, it's been the Half a Day Show. Education, entertainment, everything in between. See y'all next week.